Hi, good day, folks. Today marks another first. I am going to start with my vlog, and this is for those very few who have requested for me to start one. I'm going to give you a plant tour, the plants inside my room. Now, what I need from you guys is to keep track of the plants I have, how many plants I have while I go through. And yeah, if you have any questions, you may uh, just comment down below. I'm going to have this on my YouTube. So yeah, well, first off, this right here is one of my propagation station, which I uh, which is now a makeshift uh, aquarium for one of my betta fish. This is a female betta. She's fairly new. She's enjoying it here. And I have another one, which is a male betta fish. And he's somewhere here. I think he's somewhere at the bottom. Or, well, yeah, he's somewhere there. Uh, so this is a prayer plant, Maranta, which I got from a friend. I just transferred it from its old propagation bottle and put it right here on top of the uh, male betta fish aquarium. Uh, this is a water plant. Um, it's a papyrus. Yeah, and I got this idea from a plant enthusiast in a group I'm part of in Facebook. It's Abu Dhabi Gardening Group. Yeah, and this right here is a peperomia, one kind of peperomia. Mostly I see this in beach landscapes, especially around here in the Saudiyat Island. And moving on is one of my older plants. It's a Hatiora. I have it for more than a year now. This is an air plant, the name of which I'm not certain. But yeah, it's an air plant, so it doesn't really require a lot of water. It requires moist air, and it's still alive, so that means my room is quite moist or humid in that case. And right here are oh, that right there, the pink colored plant is a Phytonia or a nerve plant. It's I just transferred it here because it was getting so much sun and too much direct sunlight, so the leaves have turned into yellow, and I think I haven't been watering it too much. Um, that is a philodendron, and I'm really happy that it's growing like that, because I heard that they're not very easy to grow, or it takes time for them to grow. Right here is my string of pearls. And my pigtail anthurium. It is, well, when I first bought it, it has some blooms already. So this is the first time that it bloomed after that. And when when the flowers first came out, they were very small, and then over the days, the flowers or this petal have started to grow as well. So now it's like, yeah, that big. And just so you can understand why it's called a pigtail anthurium, because the this one right here curls into something similar to a pig's tail. So yeah. And we have some succulents here. My succulents have, well, succulents are quite, um, they can be easy to take care of and they can be quite tricky as well. But these are some of the remaining succulents I've had since I got them last year or 2018, I think. And this is a another succulent. I've just uh, cleaned up the whole pot. It used to have a few more succulents in there and some uh, moss. It's called a little warty. And this one right here is another beauty. Just don't know what its name is. Another peperomia. And this I have to search for the name. And right here is there you go. It's a Venus flytrap, and it it's starting to have flowers too. Well, this one wasn't very successful, but it's still there. There's still one holding on. There were two new shoots, but the one I cut because it wasn't growing well. So this hopefully would show me some nice new blooms. I think they were white. And then let's move on. I have another propagation planet propagating here. Then it's an alocasia, I think. Yeah. This I think is the easiest plant to take care of. It's a spider plant, although it's not the spider plant I have hoped for, the one with dangling pups. But yeah, it's thriving. This one right here. There we go. This was a rescued plant by my friend, then gave it to me because my friend had to move to another emirate, and it's doing well. And there's another shoot right there. The name of it is at the tip of my tongue. Yeah. This is one of my prized possession. It is a Medinilla magnifica, which is a endemic plant in the Philippines, and it just had its third bloom. Yeah, but all the flowers are already spent, so I've trimmed them to give way for new blooms. The new stems, usually they sprout from here, just like exactly what these guys did, from these split leaves, from there to that and this. Moving on, one of my older plants. This is a peace lily. I used to know its proper name, but it's a tongue twister. And it started to have a new bloom. And it's a thicker and bigger one this time. Here are some of my air plants as well. There's some moss on it. And my Monstera adoncini, or yeah, there we go. This hasn't been the most easy plant to grow because I keep seeing yellow leaves. I don't know what I have been doing wrong so far, but yeah, it's not as lush as I want it to be. This one is my rubber plant. Oh, there we go. It seems to do better now since I put it um, in direct sunlight. It has grown more leaves and definitely had its color back. Yeah. This is an African violet. It just flowered a few months ago, and I'm surprised to see yesterday that it's starting another flower right there. Though not much yet, but I'm glad. English ivy. There we go. There used to be two of them. There is still two of them, but they're in one pot because um, they they were not in the good condition after I came back from vacation, so I have to repot them. And fortunately, they did better this time after repotting them. This one, forgot the name. Oh, this one is an African crassula, horn tree, ogre ears. You can see why it was named an ogre ears. Remember Shrek and Fiona? Yeah. I have one there that is a philodendron, which I got as a cutting from the plant market, and I am going to transfer that soon because the roots have started to grow longer, and I want to see it in soil very soon. These two plants as well here are a gift. I'm going to repot them too. This right here is either a spearmint or a peppermint, which I got as a gift, as a freebie from one of the plant vendors in the plant market. It also came with a tarragon right there, if you can see. Those shoots right there are chia plants, which I have also just transplanted from a smaller pot. Yeah. Here is, well, I'll show you. It is a Ripsalis. This used to have small lime green flowers, and I am left with this fruit right there, if you can see. Right there, yeah. So hopefully with more sun, it can bear those flowers again. All right. These are my coleus plants. I just love a pop of color in my room. And this one brings a lot of color. And right there is another baby. Those are burros tail, succulent. There were several of them before, but then I think they weren't getting a lot of sun, and then I was watering them too much, so they started to melt or become mushy. My neon pothos. Look at that. Right there is my bird's nest fern, and my monolith lipstick, which is looking very, very sexy. Another prized plant I have for my collection is this fiddle leaf fig. It hasn't grown new leaves yet. I heard it really takes a lot of time, but it looks promising. The leaves are like leathery hard, so it's a very resilient plant. Down here is another propagation station. So I have a collection of Marantas and Calatheas, which I also got from a friend. Then these were one of the, I'd say, most difficult plants to take care of, but fortunately I got to understand how they are, what their requirements are. So that right there is the humidifier, although it's not working very well, but yeah, they need humidity. And those dry leaves is because of not having so much humidity. So this is a peacock plant or a calathea. This is another Maranta. Well, actually, these plants belong to the all belong to the Maranta family. Although the difference is that the prayer plant, right there, the Maranta, tends to look more like a vine. So it spreads its leaves sideways, while the Calatheas spread their leaves upwards. At night, they fold their leaves upwards, uh, both of them, thus prayer plant. My bromeliad, which has two pups already, hasn't flowered, still waiting. And my pothos and snake plant propagation station, which I am going to transplant very soon. This took a while, and with my frustration, I researched on how I could have this snake plant to root, and one of the articles I read said you have to put them in the same container as your pothos, and I think that that worked very well. Moving on, I have three more bromeliads up on my wall, right there, all different kinds. And in those birds' nests used to have more air plants, which I have moved to those hanging glass terrariums. This right here is an orchid, Cymbidium, which has yellow-green flowers. Now it looks more like a bush because it actually needs more sun than now, and some transplanting, which I'm planning to do before I leave for vacation and bring them back home. So, oh, a few more here. This is my African mask. It started another shoot right there. Though what frustrates me is that I can't have it bear more leaves. I've seen this plant to be really lush, but maybe either the pot is too small or it's not getting what it wants. But yeah. And a Phalaenopsis, which I'm trying to get it to bloom. And we're back. So, um, were you able to count how many plants I have shown you? If you if you did, just comment down below. And if you have questions, just write them on the comments. And if you have any suggestions on what video I should do next, please let me know at the comments below. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm new to this, and hopefully I get more followers and subscribers, and looking to make more videos soon. Thank you.